So I've been looking forward to getting this set with the Vader and Luke and on the Bespin gantry, this type of thing here. For quite a while, I like this idea of getting these little, I don't know, little dioramas. After the one we got for Revenge of the Sith, I was really looking forward to what we get here, so let's check it out. So here's what we got inside. Some assembly required for sure. So here's what we got. We got a Luke, we got a Vader, we got their weapons, we got the little clash thing, all the pieces to make our Bespin gantry, which we have the base right here. We take a look at this base. Looks like we got some spot that's for those to sit right in there. There's no instruction, so it's figure this out on your own. So let's start by looking at Luke. You can see he's a little beat up. It looks really good. That's a nice looking face, nice bruising and everything, and like his jacket and everything. You can see the rips and all that. Lip rips and tears all throughout. It's pretty nice, even on the knees here. He's been in quite the fight with Darth Vader. Of course, it's all on the front, nothing on the back. Nah, nothing ever got ripped on the back, right? So it is an all-new Luke figure, which is pretty nice. I'm sure we'll see a newer Bespin Luke in the future, utilizing some of these ideas. I'm sure some of this can be reused. The Darth Vader is the Empire Strikes Back Darth Vader that we've already had, only he's got a bendable wire cape. Now, as you can see, I've actually brought the cape out, so it's still just as big as it was before, but now you can bend it, and it's got a wire running down here and along the back here, so you can do all sorts of stuff with it. There is no wire in his inner robe, though, so nothing there that you can do with that. All right, here is the whole base put together. All these little fence pieces actually went on really easily, a little easier than I thought, although I think if you bump it really hard, you can easily knock some of these out. This right here, you can actually pop this off, so you can have it so it's like sliced off. You see, it even has like, even though it's got holes there, so you can put this in there, it does make it look a little like it's sliced off when Vader slices through it. Pretty nice overall. I mean, there's not a lot of paint detail, but you wouldn't expect it all. You know, you just have these little lights and that sort of thing. You know, this little spot that you could start having Luke step out on and all that. All in all, it is a fairly nice little base play set. I've always loved this area for this scene. I've got all sorts of pieces going all the way back to the micro collection. So, pretty excited to start putting these guys on there to pose it. So this is kind of a first idea of a pose I'm just kind of creating here. Just kind of deciding on some different things. I don't know. Just a first, it's a start. I like Vader kind of swinging back and really have the cape going up. The Luke was a little like, wasn't quite sure what to do with him, so I just kind of got him in a ready position. Here's kind of getting a lightsaber clash going. It looks pretty cool. Played with Vader's cape a little bit more. I don't like you see there's a little tag in there. I don't like that, but the only problem is his cape, when you start flaring it out, it has a hard time fitting in there, but still, you got, you know, them crossing the sabers. It's pretty nice, pretty iconic right there. We're going to have him just having chopped off Luke's hand right there, although clearly his face doesn't have the expression that it should have, right? But it's still pretty cool. It only really works from this level, although this is where Hasbro really missed out. We should have a different hand in here, so you can have the join me hand type of thing right there. But we don't have that. And we don't have the extended piece, so we can have Luke out here hanging on, that sort of thing. So just kind of set him up like that. But, I mean, if you just want to put Vader up there, it kind of works. Again, it needs a better hand for that at least. But it's still pretty cool. In the end, I kind of want them dueling here and that sort of thing. So that's pretty cool. Much like I've got the Anakin and Obi-Wan set, you know, kind of dueling clashing sabers. I think I kind of like go with that. I don't know. I'm going to play around with it. That's kind of the fun part. This is a fun set to play with and put in all sorts of poses. It makes you play with your toys, which is kind of fun. So this is the Luke and Darth Vader Bespin play set. I don't know what we want to call this, but it's pretty darn cool.